At Lebanon Chrysler Dodge Jeep, we treat customers with respect.
The customer comes first, always.
And when they leave, they're going to leave happy.
So you guys might have been wondering this whole time, what's the deal with all the cabbage stuff? Well, as you might recall, when I sat down with the salesman at old Lebanon Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram, he used a strange turn of phrase when I told him that I really didn't want to give out my phone number. I wasn't looking to sign up for anything. I was looking to buy a car. I just wanted to get my prize ring. That's all I wanted when I went in. And he said,
If you want to fill out a prize claim form, if you claim a prize, we got a registration for this event. That's how the cow eats cabbage.
why in part 4 of Shimmergate am I just now addressing this? Well, it's because I believe it ties in to the theme of this particular part, and that is customer service. We're going to be examining the customer service side of things, and we're going to find out how the dealership responds when I go in and lay it on the line for them. We'll see what they have to say for themselves today. Like I said, this whole cabbage thing, it ties into the customer service aspect because it really wasn't a very nice thing to say. And here's why. Over at word-detective.com, there's actually an entry about this phrase, about how the cow ate the cabbage. And today we're going to find out the truth about cabbage. So on word-detective.com, it's explained thusly. They said, to tell someone how the cow ate the cabbage means to tell the person the unvarnished truth, even if the person would rather not hear it. It can also mean to state one's opinion forcefully or to tell someone off even. For example, the mechanic had been jerking me around for weeks, promising that every new repair would fix the problem, so I finally told him how the cow ate the cabbage and drove home. So, it's a phrase you use to wake someone up, to bring them to the moment very forcefully, to let them know, hey man, we're not messing around here. And I don't think that wasn't the right thing to do. That wasn't the right thing to do. I was just there trying to redeem my prize flyer. That's all. He didn't have to tell me that's how the cow eats the cabbage. Okay? Why? Now why is this offensive? What's bad about it? What makes it so bad? Why does this factor into the customer service side of things? Because good customer service in a place where they care about customer service and making sure the customer leaves happily, they're not going to tell you how the cow ate the cabbage. But I'm going to right now. I'm not telling you this in the hopes that you will hear it and then get lost and never come back to the channel. That's not why. I'm trying to get you up to speed here. So in case anyone ever tells you that's how the cow eats the cabbage, then you'll know. You'll know what kind of person you're dealing with. So back to word-detective.com. How the cow ate the cabbage is a folk saying of the southern U.S., most often heard in Texas and Arkansas, and probably dates back to at least the 1940s. It comes from the punchline to a joke that would, in that period, have been considered at least slightly off color. And here's how the joke goes. I'm about to tell you guys how the cow eats the cabbage. This is the truth about the cabbage here. A circus had arrived in a small town, And one morning, one of the elephants managed to escape. The fugitive pachyderm made its way to the backyard garden of an elderly and very nearsighted woman, where it began hungrily uprooting her cabbages with its trunk and eating them. Alarmed by the apparition in her garden, the woman called the police, saying, "Sheriff, there's a big cow in my garden, pulling up my cabbages with its tail." "What's the cow doing with them?" he asked, to which the woman replied, "You wouldn't believe me if I told you." Okay, so you get it? Do you understand? She thought the elephant was a cow. The elephant was pulling up cabbages with its trunk and eating them. She thought it was a cow pulling cabbages up with its tail and shoving them up there. Right up there. So they disappear, one after the next. Okay? That's how the cow eats the cabbage, in her eyes. So in one case, he's just like, he's trying to drive this point home. It's like, listen, pal, you pony up with your phone number or else we don't move forward here. The other option, the other way of looking at it is that he was telling me to shove it right up my bum. In either case, I don't think that's good customer service. That doesn't make me feel happy. That kind of talk to a customer is not, in my opinion, in line with the little commercial clip that you saw at the beginning of this video. I know that's a traveling salesman. That's not necessarily representative of the dealership and the people who work there. But you have to know, if you're bringing in people from the outside, you have to know who you're dealing with. That's on you still. So let's look at this as a wake-up call, okay? And we're going to find out a little bit more about this outside salesman, these outside salespeople, and this whole big event promotion. We're going to find out a little bit more about it here in the clip that you will hear just coming up. Unfortunately, I did not get any video. I only got the audio from this meeting. So please look forward to listening and reading along with the discussion that I had with one of the managers over at Lebanon Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. And so here you go. So I came in for your event last week, and I was wondering, how you guys get away with this.
Okay. It's an outside company. We don't do it.
Okay.
Those are sales that we pay a company to do, basically.
Mm-hmm.
They do their own advertising, all the sales, what their prices are, and all that stuff. So they provide all their own prices and everything. We just basically let them come in, sell our vehicles. Is how we do it.
You guys have to sign off on that? How's that work out? I can't be the only
we
person who's come back.
We have a contract with them,
Yeah.
as far as how they get paid, and
Yeah.
all this other stuff. But as far as prices and stuff, no, we don't. That's all on them.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I'm the only person who's come in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, it's, they value it at $399.
Uh-huh.
Retail value, I know it's probably not worth that, honestly.
No, I took it to 3 different jewelers because I was actually pretty impressed when I came in here and I got this. It was like, oh, well, they lived up to their word. And when I got it home, I was looking at it and I was like, thinking,
two little small diamonds on the side.
Yeah, well,
right.
And I was thinking, well, when I left here, hey, that's pretty cool, $400 ring. Maybe I'll give it to my wife for Christmas. Went and got it checked out at 3 different jewelers, and they all told me it was just junk. They said not only is it not worth $400, it's probably not worth $5. Where does the $399 come from?
At a retail value. I've explained it to some other people and like this. They have retail value, wholesale value, trade-in. It's like a car. You have all these different values.
Yeah, I get it. I just figure if
So-
3 different jewelers say this is like a Cracker Jack prize, there's no way that you could ever get near $400 from any estimation.
Sure.
I don't know where that number comes from.
I'm not a jeweler, so I don't know.
You talk about putting the customer first and stuff, and it's like, if that's how you want to get people in the door, if that's the way that you bring me in, that's just,
Sure.
it's dishonest,
I understand.
deceptive. So,
I appreciate your opinion on it. I mean, I wish I could explain it better or something, you know.
mhm.
But I don't want to say it's not a reflection on us because we hired the company, obviously. Technically, yes, it is on us.
Right.
But it's not us directly. But yeah, man, that's the best way I can explain it.
All right, well, I appreciate your time.
No problem, man.
All right.
Appreciate you stopping in.
Yep, take
Thanks a
care.
lot. Have a good one.
You too. So the guy that I spoke to was nice enough. He didn't get defensive. He really didn't deny anything. In fact, he said himself that he knew the ring probably was not worth what they said it was. He did also give me a little insight into how this entire sale works and to how sales like these work, and provided a bit of an explanation as to why the sale I went to at Jeff Weiler Eastgate was so similar to this one. Probably because there's one company working behind the scenes with all of these different dealerships, and they are somehow procuring these deals where they get to go in to dealerships with their own salespeople, run these events using their own advertising, giving away their own prizes. It's a total third-party scheme, it seems, to boost the sales at various dealerships. To me, it seems like if I was a salesman who had a sort of home-based dealership, I'd be a little perturbed. I wouldn't like this. I wouldn't want these traveling salespeople to come and invade my home location and steal sales away from me. I guess perhaps it works out to the advantage of these dealerships. You get so many people coming in that you end up making more sales than you do when you just have your regular staff. In any event, I think it's a bad idea. If there's nothing illegal going on here, which I kind of feel like there has to be, this just seems like blatantly false advertisement. But let's say there is some sort of loophole. You know, again, my hope is these videos make the rounds, people see it, they know not to fall for it, and just without any sort of legal action needing to be taken, that the problem could resolve itself. People stop responding, people stop going in for these events, and then at some point this sort of background behind the scenes group of traveling salespeople, they stop invading dealerships that are not theirs, and they stop tricking customers into walking through the doors, which ultimately I think is going to just lead to ill will towards these various dealerships. And that's in the long run going to hurt the salespeople that actually work at those locations. These people who are going around from place to place, they don't have to worry about anything. They'll be somewhere else next week. So that's about it for right now. I think there might be a little more to this story. Maybe at some point in the future there will be a part 5 to drop here. But for now, this is going to be the ending for the moment. Perhaps not forever. I hope that you've enjoyed the series, and please look forward to all of our other videos here on the Superdivorce YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. My friends, we are Superdivorce, a synth pop duo with a full-length album called Action Figures. You can listen to it on many streaming platforms including Spotify, where you can follow us and keep up to date with all of our tunes. If you like what you hear, why not pick up a copy of Action Figures on CD, cassette tape, or vinyl record at superdivorceme.com and grab a Superdivorce Rules t-shirt while you're there too. And hey, while you're here, please make sure that you've liked this video, sub to our channel, and bong the gong for notifications. We go live here every single day, so don't miss out on your chance to join us in real time for chats and the latest in pop culture news. We have a fantastic community, and we'd love for you to be a part of it. On top of daily vids and some rad tunes, we also produce a weekly podcast called the Superdivorce Supercast with new episodes every Friday, as well as a comic book review show called Super Fanatics, a horror movie review show called Super Scary, some video game streaming, and a Star Wars review called Sequential Star Wars, in which I, Nicholas, and my good brother Andrew review the Star Wars films and TV shows in sequential chronological order. And with the shilling complete, please look forward to another video here on the official YouTube channel of Superdivorce.
We gonna go viral with this one.